Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So guys, today we'll be talking about the most easiest aeonium available, and that's called as Aeonium Kiwi. Now guys, if you are a beginner or if you are a person who loves aeoniums, then this is one of the aeonium you should add in your collection. Especially for beginners, if you want to start with aeoniums, then Aeonium Kiwi is the answer. Now guys, this is a very easy aeonium. As far as what I've seen, other aeoniums can be very temperamental. They tend to die off easily with beginners, and it becomes really difficult for a lot of beginners to grow aeoniums. But guys, if you try this aeonium, it's going to make life much easy. Apart from that, this is a very beautiful aeonium. If you give it good amount of light, especially if you're going to give it morning direct sunlight, then the colors on these succulents, on these aeoniums, are going to get even more intense. I will put up some pictures of my aeoniums when they were in morning direct sunlight. Right now it's monsoon, so there is not much sunlight. That is the reason why you can see majority of the color has faded off. But if you're going to give it morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours, it is going to get a very beautiful color on it. Like you can see on these images over here, these were receiving a good amount of morning direct sunlight, and you can see how well they were doing. But very soon, once we enter into the winters and once the rains are gone off and there is more sun, the colors are going to come back. So if you're a beginner, you want a very colorful succulent that is non-fussy, then this is one of the succulent you should add in your collection. Now guys, this succulent can do quite well in different types of soil, but again, if you're going to use the succulent soil mix which is loose, porous, well draining, it will definitely do quite well. So you can use any kind of soil mix for this, as long as it doesn't stay compact, as long as it's well draining and does not collect water in the pot, it's absolutely fine. You can either use a plastic pot or a terracotta or concrete pot or any kind of pot, even ceramic pot. This plant will do quite well. It's a non-fussy plant, but ensure that every pot that you're using must have a drain hole. Now talking about watering, again, it's a very non-fussy plant, but ensure that you do not underwater it or do not keep the soil dry for a very long time. And also do not overwater it. Wait for the soil to completely dry before you go ahead and do any kind of watering. Now talking about pest, yes, they also tend to get attacked with pest. Not much of mealybugs, but there are these different kind of insects that tend to make these cocoon underneath the rosettes. You'll have to do a complete check. If you want to know how to treat them, I will put the link in the description below. You can check it out. I had recently done a complete video on how to take care of that pest. Aeoniums tend to go dormant during the summer period, and they tend to do their active growing during the winter period. So very soon we will be entering into the winter season, which is their active growing period. So if you tend to use any kind of fertilizers, you can do that during the winter season. Always ensure you dilute it in water and then provide it to your aeonium, but ensure you do it either once a month or once in 2 months. Please do not over fertilize your succulents. Most of the aeoniums prefer cooler temperatures, and usually when the temperatures get warm, they tend to go dormant. But as far as what I have noticed, Aeonium Kiwi tends to do quite well throughout the year. Aeonium Kiwi can be easily multiplied and propagated. You can do a stem cutting, you can do beheading, or you can separate the offsets like I'm doing it over here. But ensure that the offsets are of a decent size before you separate them from the mother plant. Now guys, I'm not quite sure about leaf propagation. I have never tried Aeonium Kiwi with leaf propagation. If you have ever tried and if you have got a success rate, please do let me know in the comment section. Now guys, over here I will quickly go ahead and separate the offsets. It's pretty simple, just like what we do for our other succulents, almost pretty similar like stem cutting. So I will choose the ones that are slightly bigger in size, because there are certain pups on this mother plant which are not quite big enough. So I'm going to leave them as it is, but the ones that are of a good size, I will quickly go ahead and cut them off from the mother plant. So always remember, keep your knife, blade, scissors sterilized before doing any kind of cutting. Search for the pup that is of a decent size. If they have aerial roots, there is nothing better than that. But if they do not have aerial roots but they are of a good size, it's absolutely fine. You can go ahead and cut them off. So one by one, I will cut them off. I think I have around 3 of the pups which are of a decent size. So I'm just going to cut them off. and leave the rest as it is and let them grow on the mother plant. Now these are the 3 cuttings that I have got. As you can see, all the 3 cuttings are of a good size, and now I have 3 Aeonium Kiwi pups along with the mother plant and few pups beneath the mother plant. So as you can see guys, it's pretty simple to propagate succulents. Even for that matter, Aeonium Kiwi is pretty simple to separate. Now it is going to take a while for the pups to grow, but it's absolutely fine. By the time these pups tend to grow, I think it will be ready for another harvest, because the ones that we have left under the mother plant, by then they will also be good enough of a size and we can separate them once again. So guys, it's pretty simple. This is how you take care of Aeonium Kiwi. It's a very hardy succulent, so if you're a beginner, you should add this in your collection. So guys, I hope that this video on Aeonium Kiwi was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep propagating.